Hello dear friends, I welcome all the viewers and listeners of our channel. Today I will discuss with you the topic, the power of noting down or making a note. As we all know, whatever we read, study, listen or watch, it evaporates to a higher percentage by the next day, by the night over, and by another day or two, it almost remains only 20 to 30% in our mind, in back of our mind. Isn't that true? Yes, it's true. It may differ from person to person, that someone may recollect little more number of things after 3 days and others not. Now this is about what we read, study, view, watch for the purpose of study and otherwise. Simultaneously, what is my topic today is that writing down the points which are ongoing in our life, like difficulties, problems, things we want to achieve, things we want to have in our life, and various aspects. Friends, it is quite large percentage of chances, rather you can say more than 90%, that if you write down the things, it makes difference like a magic. Let me start this way. Sit down with a computer or pen and a paper and make a list of what you really want in every area of your life. In your personal life, in your family life, at home, at office, at a sports ground, at music club. Think through every detail of what you want to be, to do or have in our life, in your relationships, careers, health, and every area, whatever you can visualize. It is important. You will imagine that the richest person of the world, Mr. Warren Buffett, I once watched one of his videos in a news bulletin, that he always prefers to carry a diary, even in this age of technology, digital technology. It's important. Making note of the things which are coming to your mind or which you want to fix as a goal or target, or fix an time bound achievement to have, you make a note of it, because it will not evaporate. I repeat, it will not go away with your pen, piece of paper, or your computer or laptop or whatever. I think you are convinced. But the part of problem is that we don't do it in our practical life. Even in our office or at a classroom, if you are a student, some guys are so smart. Maybe they are less brilliant than the other brilliant ones, but do perform better in the results, in the exams, because they keep noting down the things, because it makes the difference. A brilliant guy may be able to understand fast and retain more data or information which he reads or watch. But the guy who is less brilliant but is smarter, he makes note. Making a note does not mean that you fill up full papers, or you make only important points, the crucial ones, the pivotal points which make difference, so that you will remember or recollect the idea for what you have written down. You can be very specific and detailed as you like. It is individual choice. But remember, your job is simply to list what you want. Be practical. Not how you are going to get it, what you want. You just write it down. Achieving is the second part. So you just write it down without bothering how you will have it realized. The how will be done for you when gratitude works. It's magic. If you want a better job or your own dream, then think about everything you want the job to be. Think about the things that are important to you, such as type of work you want to do, how you want to feel in your job, the type of company you want to work for, the kind of people you want to work with, the hours you want to work, where you want to work, and salary, and whatnot. Get very clear about what you want in the job or your sports club or with your friends, thinking it thoroughly and writing all the details down. If you want money to educate your children, work out the details of their education, including which school you want your children to attend, the cost of the school, fees, books, clothing, transportation, etc., so that you know exactly how much money you will need. If you want to travel, then write down the details of the countries you want to visit, how long you want to travel, what you want to see, and which city you want to visit, where you want to stay, and which luxuries you want to have. Write it down. If you want a perfect partner, then write down again every details of the characteristics you want that person to have. If you want improved relationships, write down the relationships you want to improve and what you want them to be like. If you want more health or an improved bodily condition, be specific about what ways you want to improve your health or body. If you want a dream home, then list every detail of what you want the home to be, the room to you want to stay, the office you want to have in your house. If there are specific material things you like car, clothing, or other appliances, write them down. If you want to achieve something particularly, such as passing an exam, getting a degree, a goal in sports, succeeding as a musician, doctor, writer, actor, scientist, or any hobby, whatever it is you would like to have, write it down again and be as specific as possible. I would strongly urge you to find the time to maintain a list of your dreams throughout your life. Write down the little things, the big things, the smaller things, because the smaller things stops not happening the big things by troubling in between. So as you think of more things, add them to the list, and as you receive things, cross them off the list. This is an ongoing process. An easy way to do a list of what you want to achieve is divided in the categories like health and body, career and work, money, relationships, personal desires, material things, and then just add the things you want to each category. When you get clear about the things you want, you are going a definite direction to the way you want to have a magical power in your hand to change your life. Nobody will change your life other than you. Remember, nobody else will change your life other than you. I read it somewhere. The author says, "Oh fool, whom you are waiting for? If you have dreams, who else will fulfill? If you have dreams, who else will fulfill?" So if you dare to dream, dare to work to achieve the dreams, then write down the steps to achieve the goals, the dreams. Okay, it's almost over what I want to say. I'll just give a very practical example of myself. Once it happened in year maybe 1994 or 5. It may be 1995 year. I was posted at an Air Force base. That particular week I was facing certain problems at my personal life, at my office and personal life, because there were some problems at my office and there were some problems at my home, means my parental home. My parents, cousins and etc. So since they were having problems and I visited the home, my parental home, my parents and my brothers at the weekend. So as a replication, it heavied my mind, and the same effect was cascading effect carried on to my office, and I was not able to perform the way I could in my work also. So one of my senior guy who was from Kanpur, he noticed rather that how I used to behave like and how I am behaving last few days. What is the difference? And one day while having tea in the break, he sat near me and asked, "Amar, what is the problem? Can I help you?" Since he knew my nature, my behavior, I could not reply to him because I was very introvert person throughout, and such problems nobody easily comes out. So he just said, "Okay, if you don't want to tell me, I'll give you a key which will help as a self-motivation." He said to me that you take this paper. He handed over me particularly, in fact he handed over me one piece of paper, half page of a notebook, and said, "Write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or up to 10 the issues, the problems or the things which are troubling you in last week. Write it down. Don't tell to somebody else if you don't want to tell. Write down the problems immediately, as early as possible, all the points, and I am sure you will not be able to write down more than 4 or 5 problems, but I appeal that you write down almost maximum, that may be 6, 7, 8 or 10 points, and then you will see that by the evening few points are away. They have escaped. The points have escaped because they did not exist actually." He stared in my eyes and I could read his face, his confidence, and soon we departed from the tea stall. I took that paper, I wrote down some 7 or 8 points by forcefully, because there were actually 3 or 4 points genuinely, but I wrote down some 8 or 7 points. And actually, friends, I tell you, by the evening 2 points I could eliminate, because this is the magic of the writing down tactics, that you write down maximum things and then keep crossing the points which are no more exist. So I could be able to cross 2 points or eliminate 2 points out of 8 points by the evening. So I was rather relaxed by the evening before going to bed by eliminating 2 points without doing anything, by the power of writing down. And when I got up in the morning with the very curiosity, after getting fresh, I looked at that paper which was lying on my cupboard. Another 1 point I was able to delete from the list, because that was the point of the being heaviness in my mind, which were unnecessary exaggeration of carrying over the heaviness of the issues. So friends, this was just an example, my practical experience of year 1995, and since then I could realize that what is the power of writing down, making notes. So friends, I would urge you that all the time in your personal life, in your career, in your home affairs, or whatever you want to achieve, write down the things. They will make wonder in your life. Live happy life, good life, and reasonable thinking. Good luck. Stay connected with us. Subscribe our channel and press the icon button. Thank you.